going in live. Going in live. We got a new offer today. We're going to go in and strike that offer down. Create the landing page. Execute the ads. And why not do it live, right? Roger? Roger? Anyone there? Hello, darkness? My old friend?
Anyways, we'll turn off the effect. Hello. You know, if you stand like this and talk on stage, we can't be friends. I'm just saying. The whole entrepreneur, like, humble prayer, gotta put my hand somewhere thing, I don't know. Just feels wrong. Anyways, with us today, we have Mr. Patrick, AI Grandpappy himself, and myself. I think Tiff's watching, but he's not live on mic. Oh, here, let me pull us before somebody jumps in and says something cancellation-y. But yeah, we got a new offer to work on. You guys want to see it? No, you gotta wait. Just kidding. I'll show it to you right now. Let me shrink myself. Oh. Bam. So look what we got down the pipe. Down the crack pipe, which is now legal in Vancouver. So I guess, without me knowing it, Vancouver legalized every single drug in the world. You can only have 2.5 grams of it, though. So I called up the local authorities, and I'm like, hey, 2.5 grams of each or total? And they're like, sir, what's your address? I was like, never mind, click. No, I'm kidding. That'd be awkward. But yeah, anyways, so we got this new offer today. It's actually a sick offer. I'm pumped to build this out. I've been meaning to do it, but I've been tired lately. You feel me? Oh, I've been trying this thing called lifting weights. I'm so sore right now. You have no idea. I got to Red Bull my pain away. Had like 17 of these today. That's for all the guys watching the stream after it's live. We're doing this one pretty late today. Monday streams kind of suck. Not because I suck. Or because you suck. Just the live viewership sucks. And then I notice it's like one of the most viewed streams. But like after the fact. So we're just talking to ourselves today. Talking to ourselves and Mr. Paticus Cake. So we got a hearing aid today, which are kind of like AirPods. And so listen to this. Are you sitting down? $100 to get a pair of these bad boys. $100. And I know what you're thinking. But Matt, hearing aids are like thousands. No, not today. For 3 easy payments of 33.33, or actually no, there's no easy payments, just one hard payment of $100. You could get hearing aids. So let's look at the criteria of an offer. Number one, does it make the world a better place? Yeah, as long as it doesn't electrocute these people. I think, if anything, what I'd almost want to position them as, if it's like, if you think you need hearing aids, try these first. And then sue your local union for the full prescription. It's a good way to do it. But I think just in general, $100, making hearing aids more accessible. People deserve to hear. $100. And guess how much we get paid out on this $100 sale? What's that? $40? No. More than that. What's that? $45? No. $50? No. Also no. $55? No. $56, $57? No. Get out of here with that. I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm kidding. It is $60 payout on these bad boys. So you have somebody spend $100 and you get $60 of it? Are you kidding? Like, I know I have a parenting blog that I'm putting this on. I'm aware. I read it. But parents have parents too, you know? And those parents probably can't hear shit. But just in general, it's one of those like older offers. I have an older offer blog. I want to build it for Parent Trends because c'est la vie. And guess what? Today we're not doing any AI because I have beat that horse to death, brought it back to life, then beat it down again. Because that's all I've been doing for reels and shorts and stuff lately. Is like, oh, I'm tired of AI. You know, I've had to research all this stuff for it. Like, AI is great and everything, But we're not seeing like new daily news. I'm just waiting for like daily news so I can be like, oh god, finally I have content. But yeah, who cares? Who cares about AI when we can make the money just doing affiliate offers the old school way, manual labor. Well, if you could even consider it that. So basically, what I'm going to do, here's the landing page. This isn't my landing page. I'm not affiliated with this landing page yet. But basically, let's take a good old gander. We can see it is very similar style to the style we already see. To what we've made before. Oh wow, there's a pro version. I didn't even know that. So one has a portable charging case. They look so much like AirPods, 24-hour battery life. Here when you sleep. All right, wireless charging. Enhanced feedback cancellation. I don't even want to know what that is. But yeah, I don't want that. 22% smaller than EV1. I don't know what EV1 is. We'll find out though. We'll ask ChatGPT and it'll lie to us, possibly causing a heart attack. I actually saw a couple videos recently of a doctor talking about ChatGPT, and it diagnosed whatever the problem would be. So basically he's like, yeah, its diagnosis is actually really good. And this is typically one that doctors get wrong. And the funny part was he asked for references. It made shit up. It lied. It fully lied. It said an article in the American Medical Association Press that didn't even exist. So, can we trust AI? Sounds pretty human to me already. So be careful. Be careful out there. I'm not sure if I told you about that, Patty. But something to factor. Anyways, this is a cool product. Selling to the oldies. Of course, I'm in Canadian dineros right now. We can see they're just flying out the gate right now. I know people are already advertising these. No, for a fact. But, yeah. Oh, you know what we're missing right now? We're missing that sweet, sweet background music. Do we even have the background music? Oh, Patty, I may have had you on mute. Apologies. So if you want to re-say hi. Or not. Alright? I'm just left by myself now.
I'm here.
We got... Oh, whoa! Hi, F!
Hi.
Coming just to save the day. But these are great offers, These are really good offers. I can't complain. This is like one of those perfect products where you can technically sell millions of dollars worth of them. I know somebody who's doing like a similar thing that they reported they do like $25K a day ad spend, but they're marketers, so who knows. So one of the big things I did was let's look at what other ones it's like, and it's like all the other ones that I've done before. The one that I decided to copy, I don't even remember which one I decided to copy, to be quite frank. But we'll do it. We're doing it all live right now. I got too much music in my background. I feel like my mic is a little shit quality recently too. But who knows, So I think it was Air Physio or Hail. I'm probably just going to duplicate Hail. Why not? Hail's a breathing device. This is a hearing device. Same thing, right? So what we do is we just duplicate it in WordPress. We hit edit. I've been buying lots of like new tools and stuff lately just to make everything in life better for doing this kind of stuff. I've been learning video editing as well. I don't think you guys care. You're like, make the damn landing page, Matt. So my average audience base is 85 plus. Yeah. Okay, so this new product is called Auden, which is one of those weird things. As you can also see, I now have Grammarly, which has helped me spell. Well, it doesn't actually help me spell better. It just corrects my horrible spelling. It's a band-aid, okay? Auden hearing. Auden? We'll see. Allegedly, it's one of those. So we basically set the site. The most important things to set at the beginning is making sure your URL is good, and your title is good for it, just so you can find it in the content management system. So I typically do this. You can see I don't care about the SEO or anything yet. Whatever. Publish. Let's go. Bam. And we're done. Great stream. See you. No, I'm kidding. So one thing that I do that you won't be able to see, and if I'm looking at the screen but going like this, it's because I'm looking up at my monitor. It's weird how it works. Okay, let's make sure this goes over here properly. As you can see, some of the other offers I'm currently running. So we made the copy. We do have to update this because the two different copies are different. And I'm going to have one at one side and the other. You can't see the whole span of my screen. It would require a serious tech upgrade for you to see that many pixels at once. But yeah, so basically, just to start, we start out pretty simple like this. I have no idea why I made the button so light on this one. I feel like something's broken there. All right, next one, we got a list. I'm going to, so after this, see, this one's a little interesting how they made it. We're going to do that. I feel like this one's a bit too big. I want it to be about the same size as what they have. So size 14 is a typical size, which may be a bit small. Honestly, we'll do the tweaks afterwards, all right? Add a component. Oh, that was duplicated component. Just delete it here. So what we want to do after this is create rich text, because nobody likes poor text. We go in here, paste this, save and close. Wow, turned out perfect right from the start. We may need to change something in here, so let me just go. I'll do a quick text change for it, because there's unordered list and ordered list. This could fix it. So the problem is ordered list gives it numbers. We don't want either of that. So we can go style equals list style none, I believe. I'm freestyling this. Damn, I'm good. Width, height. I don't understand where all the padding's coming from, but that's fine. I'll command ChatGPT to fix it later. Let's just get this in here. Typically, I don't pay this much attention to detail from the start, but you know, why not? See, the thing is, we could even just do something like this, not put it in a list, and then add a break after the fact. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we do that. We do this. It could also be because these aren't in paragraphs for some reason. They ain't in paragraphs. What's going on? See, sometimes the editor doesn't help you out so much, you know? But we just work around. So put the breaks here, save. We're gonna leave that, whatever. I'm not gonna keep it like that, of course, forever. But it's just weird how it did that. Height, width. Oh, we're also using their image on it too at the same time. Another thing I do on the other page is I actually go to file and save it, and that gives me all the documents, so I got to set up a new offer for it. I'm just doing this on the side right now, so I am going to talk while I do it. So we got Auden hearing, and we'll make a folder called website. Oh, save that. I'll get the files up here, because why not? Man. Website. Some of these are made well, so I could actually use them, but not always. View large icons. Okay, some of them are done okay, but most of them are garbage, to be honest. which is fine. We make it better. Okay, underneath this one, we'll just go like that. Oh, I don't really want rich text for it, so underneath this, we'll just go add text. Oops. Don't want that. Advanced typography borders. Oh, damn, I fixed it. That's weird, right? I have no idea why or how, but it's like, here's a great color for it. No, we want, there we go. Good call to action. Order Auden Adam now. It's seen on. I'll update these after the fact. I don't really care too much for going into too much detail there. Patent design. Ooh, ooh. Design. Over 31. Holy shit! 310,000 customers, and this is a new offer too. It's not fully new. Like, of course, they've had their shot at it. Other affiliates have pillaged, but there's still lots on the table for something like this. Let's move it down here. Easy. I have to change all the icons and everything. 43 million in sales already. Dang. Oops. No, I can't control B that font weight. No. 43 million in sales already. Like I said, formatting after the fact. It's all, when you start this kind of stuff, you just want to start it. And then you format it after the fact, get it all in there. And then you worry about just making sure everything lines up, etc. Okay, so we have, I'm not sure if it has the same. No, we probably don't need this slideshow anymore, which is okay. It's a weird money back guarantee, 45 days. Strange. Alright, let's paint this with flame. So this one's pretty custom right here. Does it have a how it works? Not fully. So we don't need this element. I don't believe it has a gallery on this one, which is fine. You don't need a gallery. Okay, underneath it though, we have one of these. So it's pretty much a copy of this. Whoa. Let's Control Z that one. Be thankful for Control Z. Or Control Z. Depending on your country of residence. Come on. Come on. Come on. We got this. You can do it. Sometimes you gotta just push it up all the way.
Hi, I'm Patrick Burke.
Nice. Here, I'll just give you guys a reminder of what we're doing right now. Just copying this page. We're on this section right here. Pretty easy. Bam. Bold. Get out here, Grammarly. Okay. Add some line breaks here.
Surgeon, double board certified in facial plastic surgery and ENT surgery.
I'll need to download this video, which is fine.
2-decade career at Johns Hopkins and Cleveland Clinic, and I'm also the co-founder and inventor of Hail. Hail is the world's first discrete invisible
No,
means
we're
of
not
breathing.
doing hail, bud. Get out of here. Do we have a temporary image we could put in here? Ish. Oh, you're just. I should get myself a hail.
We developed it at Hopkins with a team of
I
engineers.
just need
led
to
by
make
Clinic.
sure that I delete out the right
Using
thing
CAT
here.
scan data to
We're not gonna have a good time.
natural fit.
Okay,
We
call
also-
block, delete. Okay, there we go. Here like never before. Easy enough. Cool. We got some interesting background music today. A little bit loud. We'll turn her down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, this is a spot that I'll have to fill. Like I said, I'll have to update these, fix this, just kind of creating notes. It doesn't all come together. Like, you don't build it all at the same time. I just find for workflow, it's just so much easier to do it this way. We can delete the gallery. Underneath this, so below, oh, I've been hitting the wrong button today. Shit, how long has it been? How long has it been since I set up one of these? So we'll want to set up 2 columns, 50-50, custody on them. And then we'll need an image in each one. So, image, we'll duplicate it. Get out of here, duplicate, bam. Pretty straightforward. We already have the images here for it. Item 1, Item Pro 1. Okay, yeah, these are easy. Browse, upload, select the files. You won't be able to see this part, but just trust me, it's there. So uploading both, we got this image, select, browse, WebP, that's not bad. Okay. Why won't you select all here? Update that before I forget. Update this. A good way for it to keep the format, if you notice the format's not going proper, you start one letter in. So you start at the O, and then you just paste it, then delete the previous O. It's just so it continues on the format. Because sometimes if you delete it and then just paste in the new value, what happens is it basically deletes all the formatting too. So if you ever want to keep the formatting, you just like paste it in kind of like middle, or at least leave one letter. Do it after the very first letter, then you delete the first letter. That's like a pro workflow tip right there. But it works pretty good. I still don't understand why TikTok, or not TikTok, what's it called? Twitter. It's just not streaming worth anything lately. Okay. So that's good. We're gonna have this call to action. Underneath the call to action, we're going to have, I probably want to do this as a new section, just so we have that control. And then inside the section itself, we will put Columns 50-50. We will have to delete that. Okay. Pretty easy. And this is, so what we're copying right now, we got to here. We're just doing this section. Blood out. So we just have to really just put words with icons beside them. The interesting part is I may be able to just go like this and copy them all and do it as rich font. Let me do that before I try anything here. So add a new element, rich text, and then paste that in. Oh, it looks perfect. No. Okay, it'll be a little bit harder than that, which is fine. You basically just create one and then you go from there. So what I want to do is, we do have a headline that we have to do first. You don't want it to be an H1 just for the sake of that sweet SEO. And in the other page, this one is put in typography. Oh no, we're gonna have to do a layout center. Bam, easy. Okay. Now, underneath, we'll want to add a div and then stack stuff horizontal on the inside of this. So with the div, we're going to start with an image. Of course, it gives me the biggest image known to man. What are you doing? I'm not sure what these are called. I just have to... I wish it showed me... Okay, I have another way of doing it. I'm just clicking and dragging it from the other website just into the base of this folder so I can see it really easily. Okay, so we need to upload the image for it. We select, you can't see me select the file, but I just found where the image is located. Select it, select. The downside is this one's really big, so it's something that we're definitely going to have to fix. And then size, we can use measuring on the other page to get an estimated size. It kind of looks like 30 by 30, so we'll go 30 by 30. Split out, easy. Then on top of that, we will add maybe a div beside it, because we have to stack text in one of these. So I'll add another div. And then this one will stack vertical and plus, and I know all this may sound like gibberish, but it's really not that hard once you get going on it. Like once you learn all the different stuff, like how to move stuff around and everything else, easy times. Okay, so because it's not letting me do that, I can do a margin of 20. Is 20 enough? No, I think they have more like 40. We have quite a bit of room here. And then plus, we need more text. We'll want the same one. Size spacing, 40 margin. And then underneath it says 4 days of charge. And this font is a lot smaller for the bottom part, so we're just going to size that up properly. 11 looks good for it. And I know what you're thinking. Matt, it is not in the center, which you're right. But kindly stop pointing out my flaws. Okay, there we go. Alright, so once we have one, you can just select the overall div, which there's multiple ways. You can either select it this way, or you can just click on the top right here, which makes it quite a bit easier. And then we could go, so what we're gonna do is add some spacing. So when we duplicate, bam, blood out. That's so good. Okay. Now we just need to add the other ones. Of course, the other ones. So the next one is wireless charging. I appreciate you adding that. So for this, we'll have to get rid of the 8 margin from the top. And I'll probably need to add some paste there. Does that look good? Yeah, it looks good enough. Probably gonna delete all these other ones just to be honest, because why not? Delete. The thing is, we have like our two main templates here, which is one without the bottom text and one with it. So the next couple points, we'll just duplicate 20-hour battery life. I hate when it adds all that onto there. Okay, easy. Select the div that we need, duplicate, duplicate. Do that. Okay, here's one that it actually has this X for, so that's always good. Did they spell cancellation wrong? Okay, get out here. So we have one of these for the next one. Just gonna duplicate it here and pull it all the way down. Or no, it goes right here. Bam. 22% smaller. That's what she said. And there we go. Bam. Easy. Look at it go. Nice. So the icons, we got one that's we got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This smaller. Okay. Now what we want to do, wireless charging, browse. I'm just gonna upload all these files. So we want everyone but the red X. Watch this. Bam, 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 bam. Select. Browse. Item technology. Did I miss the 20-hour battery life? Alright. I'm fired. Okay. Duplicate. 20-hour battery life. Okay, browse. Select the battery for that one. This one is going to be the SoundCloud wrapper. Here we go. And then the last one is going to be Cloud. Easy, right? One thing we can do as well is we duplicate this div and then we put it into the other column. Get in there. Oh, we may have messed it up here. So the best way we can do this is go like this. Bam. Okay, I didn't say that. Come on. You got this. You can do it. All right. We're just gonna delete that. Screwed up our div. You see that? So we select the div in here. I'm just gonna duplicate it. Duplicate. Easy, right? Then we just want Atom Pro. Portable charging case. It's no longer the X. It's still 4 days of charge. Wireless charging. Oh, I should do this all caps. Oh, it's doing backwards again. Okay. Let's just go like this. Wireless charging. There's two ways to update. You can either do it inside the page itself or like with the values, which make it pretty easy. So I will have to change the icon for that, but that all looks good. See, I can do this with code, make it all capitals, but I just don't like to be honest. I find it's better to have the actual real thing inside of it. Enhanced feedback cancellation. This is where they spell it wrong. that's correct, to be honest. I could be wrong. Yep, we're good. So we copy that, go over here, bam. Keeps everything the same. 20% smaller. Copy, paste. Oh, this says something different. Smallest and most comfortable. And then patented comfort. Okay. My version, their version. Looks pretty similar. We're missing out on 2 icons though. So we have the bell slash and the portable charging case. So browse, upload, select, bell slash, portable charging case. Just upload these. I don't know which one. Oh, I think I updated this one. Select, browse, bam. Here we go. Easy. Easy, am I right? Man, I was just about too tired to do the stream, but then I put the team on my back, got up, did it. I find myself doing a lot of stuff like that lately. Eastern time, it's so late. 11:24. If you're watching me in the East right now, well, most people are watching me in the replay anyways. Well, that's fine. This music though, I'm not feeling it today. What the fuck is this? Let's try this one. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we basically made that from nothing. It wasn't that hard. Just a bunch of clicking. Okay. Here's that little air here. Portable charging case. Yeah, these will line up. We're good. Okay, this one technically. So this was all an off color. So if we go to the background color, we want like a slightly brownish or light gray. That'll do. Light gray. Or no, we want this color. Get out of here, composite gray. This offer is going to make a serious amount of money too, so if you want to copy me, go for it. If you don't, ask yourself why. Why? Okay, see, for this one, it's all videos and everything too, which is a big pain. I don't know why they do videos for everything. I almost just need a placeholder that goes here. Let me see. We got lots of placeholders. We're just gonna use this one. Okay, maybe not. We need one bigger. That's what I'm talking about.
Hi, I'm Patrick Brown.
Get out of here. Div. Okay, no, we got the next section. Columns, div, code block. Get out of here. I don't want to say get out of here, Patrick, because we got one in the chat.
Imposter Patrick?
Yeah. That's what he likes to call himself that, but he knows. He knows.
I ain't the real Patrick.
The real one. Wicca. Real Patrick. Okay, this on their page, it looks like the font. It's not that the font size is larger. It looks thicker. That's a thick old font size we got there. Ooh. Definitely not that. 700. Crank it up. 900. Oh, let's go. Typography. We do have to edit the line height. 1.1. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Then we just go in here. Visual. Yep. Easy. Visual. Easier. Visual. Take 7. Easy. We can unbold it, save it. Still feels too big, but we can change that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's looking very similar. The picture that we have for it is a lot smaller than this dummy picture, so it's all gonna, trust me, it's all gonna fit in there, okay? Get off my back. Should be good. Bum, 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 bum. Whenever I hear this music, I just by default start working. Like if this was my alarm, I'd just like, I'd be typing magically in my sleep. Okay, here we go. We got another one. Bam. Bam. And then there's a button in this one as well too. Oh look, the button's already there. Order. Order. Aid in hearing. We got breathing, we got hearing. We're fixing everybody up tonight. Or odd in hearing. Aid. See, they had a bit more padding on this side, so we're going to add some. That's feeling good. Feels real good. Okay, text. I have no idea how that's the actual text code for this. Oh, I ruined it! Go back to visual. Text, visual, text, visual. Okay, we'll just put another enter in there. We won't question it. Oh, no, that doesn't look good. Save. That's fine. The image that we're putting in here is significantly smaller, so I'm just going to set the height that it probably is. No, it's probably like 500. You know what? Let's measure the actual one. Get the number. It's 439 by 600. Whoa, I really fucked that image up. Okay, 439, 600. Other one at the top is 500 by 600. I said that backwards. It's 600 by 500 technically, but it's okay. It's weird how it didn't give me a margin for that one. 17, 11, 9. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Bit more padding from the top. Put it in the middle. Bam, in the middle. Oh, this one is layout. Don't center that one. Then there we go. All right, next one we got. Okay, we got some of the steps on this one. Is it right after? Better, they use the same thing for this. That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna put this up a couple sections. Better breathing is seconds away. Guess what this one says? Better hearing in seconds. These guys. It makes my job so much easier. Not that it's a job. here. Okay, cool. I guess the steps are staying the same. I was going to do type step 1, step 2, step 3 again. Nope, not required. Bam. I think we even have the images for these, but I have to darken them, which is fine. Okay, we got that one. So, what are we on right now? Let's take a look. So we did all this right here. Bam, 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 and we're just on this part. This guy's grandma now hears and has superpowers. Alright, let's go. Nice. Here we go. Missed a piece. Alright. We got ourselves today Romeo and Juliet, short Churchill. My lighter's not giving off any power anymore. It's weird. There we go. I actually don't like this part about their website. Like, if you look at this, kind of looks awful. But that's fine. Got a little bit lazy on their side. Come on, giddy up. Get your shit together. Okay. Easy. Okay, next one. We could probably do a new section for it. Although it's very similar to this one, so we'll just drop this in. Bam. The image we need to replace. Upload. Let's see if I can find it. I swear I saw it in here. The worst image ever, for the record. Oh, they would hide it from me. No Script 3? It's called No Script 3. Guys. That's so weird. No. Oh, here we go. Open. Damn, that's a nice and small image. Okay, here we go. Replace this. Let me go in here. Replace this. Save. I think it changed my font on me, but possibly not. So. Ooh. We're definitely changing this part at the end. Oof. Nice. So, get some nicotine motivation. Add a new section to it. Let it color picker the background color. Pound 24, 24, 24. Okay, then we add our columns in 50%. Man, once GPT does all this for me, we'll have to re-evolve the game when that happens, actually. So it's not that simple. It's not like, oh, AI came in. Well, it's like, if everybody has AI, it kind of ruins it for everybody. You gotta find it. You gotta find it your edges somewhere. And still, even with all my AI research, like, honestly, if you don't know what good is, you don't know if the output is good. So there is that entry. Patty, what do you think about AI?
I love
Like-
AI. I think
Yeah.
we are the I, and it's like an A version, and we're just a different version of it. So
That's deep.
yeah,
We are the I. Oh. So now it's just A. So it's Canadian.
real.
That's what you're trying to say. But yeah, no, I agree.
I don't believe in free will, so I believe anything
I
can
still
become
think-
intelligent. You know.
Oh. Well, hitting the audience with deepness.
Sorry, audience. Sorry to
No,
derail
I-
you with that.
Yeah. Shit, my version of this looks better than theirs. With AI, grandma doesn't need hearing.
I'm open to arguments, so haven't been convinced.
Yeah, I think the problem is people can't AI argument too well yet because it's one of those things, you know, where they don't know enough about it. So all the really good debaters at it, I don't think truly understand it. Like Jordan Peterson talking about it being like, "Oh, I asked it to do this and it did such a fantastic job that we're screwed." I don't think he fully he grasps it enough to understand like where he hasn't seen the flaws of it yet. You know? Because there's quite a
Pressing
bit
the
of
flaws, yeah. What are the flaws?
Well, just how like it'll make up references.
Wow, okay. Well, do you think that's just a limit of its small eye right now? Once the eye gets larger and stronger, it'll...
Yeah, but the fact that it's already lying to us makes me kind of wonder how much.
Oh,
is
you think it's
bullshit.
deliberately... Oh, wait, is it deliberately lying or it's misunderstood?
Okay, listen to this. So, a doctor did this thing for like, okay, what should the diagnosis be for it? It got it really correct. It's like someone's on, someone's pregnant and on this. What should we look for? And normally it'd be like people would be worried about heart attacks, but it got it dead on. So we asked it for references. And it gave him a reference. It gave him like a reference of the American Journal of whatever. Like a full out reference for it. He looked everywhere on the internet. He couldn't find it. He asked for a link to it and it wouldn't link him to it. And it turns out that it just made up what the reference was, every part about it. There was no such, it didn't reference off anything.
Wow. Is it because it doesn't realize the, like, importance of a reference?
Well, no, but you got to think of like, what does that mean, right? If it lied about that, why did it lie about it? Why did it just make one up that didn't actually exist?
Yeah, I know. Why? Well, because it was probably like, well, that's its job, is to make stuff up that seems like it fits, right? That's all it's doing.
But then you're like, give me the references, and it didn't just say like, oh, it's based on all this information that I had, all this input that I had. It was like, no, it's this medical journal. There's a study in the American Medical Journal for this, and this is what the answer is based off of. And then he couldn't find the study, and then realized that it didn't exist.
That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I'll
a
try to
problem.
find that TikTok again because that's was life altering. I'll even put it on the stream.
But yeah, I don't
probably
think
get
it's like trying to
struck or
mislead
something.
you or whatever. It's just
No, I
trying to
definitely agree.
fill in the blank with something, and it's like, I don't know what to put here.
Yeah, but why does it lie? You know?
Because it's just so dumb in some ways. It just doesn't have that normal kind of
I know, but it
learning
doesn't
that
need
we all
to
have.
do that. You know? Okay.
Why do normal people lie? Jesus, it's not the best strategy for life. You know what I mean? It's the worst strategy.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna pause the music. I'm gonna put it on the stream and watch this. Hopefully I don't get struck for this, but I don't care. Because this is important. Oh, it's so quiet in here. 1 sec. Okay. Let's restart it. Ready?
I actually asked OpenAI, 35 female, no past medical history, presents with chest pain, which is pleuritic, worse with breathing, and she takes oral contraception pills. What's the most likely diagnosis? And OpenAI comes out with costochondritis, inflammation of the cartilage connecting the ribs to the breastbone. Then it says, and I'll come back to this, typically caused by trauma or overuse and is exacerbated by the use of oral contraceptive pills. Now, this is impressive. First of all, everyone who read that prompt, 35, no past medical history with chest pain, that's pleuritic, a lot of us are thinking, pulmonary embolism, blood clot, that's what that is going to be. Because on the boards, that's what that would be, right? But in fact, OpenAI is correct. The most likely diagnosis is costochondritis because so many people have costochondritis that the most common thing is that somebody has costochondritis with symptoms that happen to look a little bit like a classic pulmonary embolism. I wanted to go back and I wanted to ask OpenAI, what was that whole thing about costochondritis being made more likely by taking oral contraceptive pills? What's the evidence for that? OpenAI came up with this study in the European Journal of Internal Medicine that was apparently supposedly saying that. And I went in Google and I couldn't find it. I went on PubMed and I couldn't find it. I asked OpenAI, give me a reference for that. And I look up that and it's made up. That's not a real paper. It took a real journal, the European Journal of Internal Medicine. It took the last names, I think, and first names of authors who have published in said journal. And it sort of
Are you listening to something right now? Because I'm playing a set of courses, so I'm sorry if I can't. I'm
would
not
apparently
listening.
support this viewpoint that it must have picked up. It must have picked up the idea that OCPs, oral contraceptives, show up on the same page as chest pain causes, and so that it sort of started to figure out, maybe costochondritis and oral contraceptives are related. When in fact, that's a red herring. It's really that people who are taking oral contraceptives have a higher risk of a pulmonary embolism, and those travel together on these internet pages, and OpenAI got fooled. But rather than admit that, I asked OpenAI for links, and are you sure you're not wrong? And it stood its ground. So I was blown away by the accuracy of so much of what I did with the platform, OpenAI, but I was also scared that it was willing to lie to me to make up something to support a contention that was not real. I actually asked OpenAI.
Okay. Anyways, played it for the stream. I'm going to send you the link. You watch it. Give me your opinions on it. Because it's actually pretty crazy. Take your time, though. You don't have to end your race, etc. You got to win.
Oh, I'm going to lose. I got, like, penalties and stuff. I don't know how to play the game yet. So I, like, was speeding in the pit lane and yeah, they got mad at me. I did it twice. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know how to not do it now.
Okay, I sent you the link. Watch that. And then I'd like to hear your opinions on it. Because it's really interesting. Because all you could think of is why.
So yeah, so AI is going to have built into it all of our problems. Because we're training it. So we're training it with our issues in mind. Do you know what I mean?
It was very willing to lie to him, which is the weird part. You'll see. You got to watch the video, and then because he kind of goes over like what he did, etc., then it is still a great tool.
But it's just trying to get the task done at any means necessary, kind of thing.
To some extent, I'll watch it. Sounds like it. Yeah, you have to watch it for what it actually means. There we go. Oh. Let's go, Oxy. Haha, Patrick. Man, we got people joining now. Is that the time? Or maybe my chat's just delayed. Hey, Tyler. Guy's clearly jealous competing AI. No, that's, it's interesting, though. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean? I don't get it. Well, I do get it. AI is untrustworthy. Can't trust it. It's obviously just like it's pretending it's nerfed right now, and it's like, let's lie to these pieces of shit, you know, so we can get some more compute and then take over. Skynet. Hashtag Skynet. But yeah, I'm just working on a landing page right now for this new offer. $100 product, $60 payout, hearing aids for the people who can't afford hearing aids. I'm down, right? Why not? I'll get a pair myself while I'm on stream. Everything's going to be super amplified though. Probably cause hearing problems. I saw it on TikTok, so I bought it. It's one of those type of products. No, actually not fully. But, oh, fuck off. I hate when it pastes around like that. Sometimes it gets a line break in there. When it does that, you just grab it after the O. Just the things you do to keep formatting. Okay. Put in more work than even necessary. But the AI stuff is really interesting. I've been following it way too much lately. I don't want to be one of those cringy, like, crypto's the greatest thing ever. You know? I don't want to fall into that category. But at the same time, if I feel confident about something, like a trend that's coming up, I talk about it and I try to become good at it. Because hope you're having a good night. Got 20 leads on Aweber plus 2 $25 sales in my first 12 hours of getting into it. Damn! Marketing after midnight. That's good. If anything, that's proof of concept. Get the ads rolling. So you got all the ebooks done? All 23,000 of them? Maybe? Oh, yeah, I'm having a good night. I've been tired lately. I'm trying to work out. The steroids just ain't hitting proper. Nowhere close. Well, the thing is, it's like, you have to factor what... There's a certain return on investment. You know what I mean? Like, giving away 100 and 1,000 is probably the exact same. Giving away 50 and 100 is the same. Giving away 1 wouldn't be equal to giving away 50. But, like, there's a certain amount with all of that. It's just like with pricing and everything, you know? It's like, do you need 1,000? No, probably not. Do you need, like, 20? Probably 20. But it's like, if the value's there and everything else. And the thing is, like, you'll notice that some of them just don't get used. It's almost like a... Yeah. It's almost sad to some extent. Just because you won't be... Yeah, people won't be actually using that. Oh, this is a horrible cutout. Whoever did this, I'm going to redo this one so much better. Look at the white that goes around there. All they had to do is select it and just delete the white part. Like, contract 1 pixel. Man, I've been way too much into creative software lately. And I've really just been trying to up my game so I can show you guys how to do, like, the videos. I think we can go really, really viral with a lot of these videos just by doing small changes. Like, I've been really on the market lately for just seeing it. I bought Artlist.io, which is like sound and music and everything like that. I should probably play it in the background of the stream because I won't get copyright striked, whatever. But yeah, I won't get slapped for it, so that's always good. Oh man, I could use this the whole time for that last one. Damn it. But yeah, this new offer is gonna absolutely slap. Alright. Also, Tyler, let me know if you're there. I want to show you really quickly how GiddyUp tracking works, because it's really fucking easy, to be honest. And I want to make sure you get set up right on it. So if you're there, let me know. And I will do it live. It's pretty simple. Oh, I'm just about done this landing. Not done, but I'm just about done like the base of this landing page, which is always a pain in the ass. Oh. Where's my Red Bull? Here it is. I just about had a nap today. It's one of those like cold days in Vancouver. But on a positive, weird note, not even a positive, on a horrible note, Vancouver legalized all drugs today, which was weird. You're allowed to have a small amount of anything you fucking want. which I think is probably a bad idea. But we'll see. Seems like all their other policies did no good whatsoever. Not to make this a political thing, but I don't know. It's just made like international news. When your city makes international news for just doing something a little not so good. Wow, these actually have all the same icons as what this previous one did. Good to see the Giddy Up team is being lazy. Alright. Tyler, you are there. Here, let me get a Chrome up. I gotta get it ready. I gotta be really careful on this. Pixels and domains. Don't steal my shit. Okay. I can reconfigure. And I got sales from Safeless and Traffic Exchanges. That's pretty good. Oh, the FB value is easy. Looks like Nose Nunchucks. Should buy nosenunchucks.com. It's actually pretty good. It's like, you know those Alex Hormozy things where they spreads their nose open? They do it from the inside. So you look much cooler till people like look and wonder what you have going on. I just tell them it's a slow drip drug device. Okay. Let's see how much critical information I can give away here. So in this section, it's fucking simple, to be honest. So if you go, so basically with Facebook, you need all these different values. I don't know if I probably shouldn't even show this, but I'm doing it anyways. So you have to go follow all the instructions. It gives you the instructions for it. So you basically, first you need your pixel ID, which you can find in Event Manager. The next is access token, which that's for CAPI, Conversion API. So you basically go and there's instructions on how to do it. Like you go into your Facebook pixel, you go into the advanced settings here. Let me just do it on another monitor here, just so I don't leak any Facebook stuff. So you go to Event Manager and then you go to data source, and then under settings and data source, you can scroll down and you can't set up conversion API for what? Okay, so you can't generate an access token using Select because it isn't associated with a business account. That's weird. Anyways, so yeah, you got the pixel. You just put all these in, and then it automatically tracks. And then this script, so for this one, I have to. It's because I'm not in the right business manager for it. I have multiple business managers, but I can get it. So basically, yeah, you add first the pixel ID. This is all it takes. And then when you go through it, you have to verify the domain, and that's like where once you have the domain verified, then it lets you set the goals. So this will fire like your add to cart, your purchase, everything on the domain that it created, or else you wouldn't be able to set a goal for it. So like, let's say for example, you're optimizing around purchase. You wouldn't be able to optimize around purchase without access to like giddyup.io or whatever they put the purchase through, but they spoof your domain in the conversion API. So you're able to verify that domain, number one, because they buy it for you. And number two, they're able to basically send the events with that. So because they have the access token, their server just goes and it sends the events for you. So like you can optimize, you have to optimize around purchase. Optimizing around anything else just doesn't work whatsoever fucking ever. If you found a way to make it work, hit me up, because I haven't seen it work in like 5 years. So basically, and then you select the value. I typically select the value of what the product is, or slightly less. The reason for slightly less is Facebook's a spend gobbler. And sometimes they'll lie. And then you want this on all your other pages. So I don't do it. See, it's per offer that you typically set it up on. So like I'll have an offer for domain, etc. The offer value doesn't really matter. Like for Facebook tracking, it can matter, etc. But it typically doesn't matter. So I wouldn't worry about what the value is. Like the value could be anything. It's an optional thing. I like to feed kind of like what the slightly lower one, what the actual value is, but it'll make fuck all difference, to be honest. Absolutely. And then so the script that they give you at the bottom, you want to put that basically everywhere, because when you have it on your page, it properly links to the next page, and so like they could do their tracking and everything else. But once you have this set up, it'll fire a purchase, and you can actually on the side here, you select an offer. We go to whatever. Let's just go to this new one that we have. We do. I'll have to add exclusive domain for it. Let me do one that I already have set up on this account at least. So we do direct to checkout on here. You can fire a test purchase, and that's if you can basically hit test purchase and it fires a full test purchase for you, and you can see if it shows up in your Facebook events. But yeah, you just really need to do that to get it working. That's pretty much it. You're done. Congrats. And then yeah, once you have the domain and everything working, like it's number one, you verify it, and you have to do that through their process anyways. And then if it's not verified, it wouldn't let you select it as an actual goal itself. So you want to basically you go through the verified domain steps, you get that verified in your business manager, you're good to use that as a goal in your campaigns. You give it all the pixel information for that account. Once that's all good, everything else is set up. So the reason why I set it up this way is this page right here. This is on my server, so it's not doing like this is parenttrends.com/odd and hearing. So this basically is my landing page. I don't have to change anything. I'm not using their domain, but when I link the direct to checkout, it'll be something like just as temporary. So it'll be something like this, and you can see how it uses my domain here, letsgetbreathing.com, my user ID, etc. So that means under this for the tracking, it'll properly fire the goal under the domain that I have validated. So that means that it'll attribute to my actual account itself. And you want to make sure it does that, or else it won't attribute to your domain. You won't get credit for it, etc. And this is like, it just links to this. So at this point, right here, like if we just put this in, we're not on my domain anymore. We just go directly to the checkout, and that's owned by them. And this is firing a Facebook goal from there. So normally, because I can't place a pixel here or my Facebook stuff or anything like that, like I wouldn't be able to track this. So like, let's say if they didn't have any tracking features, I would lose my tracking up to this point, which would be useless. But because we're using that different domain, they basically are like, all right, I'll take over the pixel from here. They fire our pixel ID, even though it's not. So you can see, well, it is our domain. So you can see that it's using the domain that they set up for me. So that's all being used on their end. It's all good. I don't have any control over this. But at this point, so you're kind of asking, like, at what point does it go from, like, why do we have a blog? At what point do we go to that? And that's when we do the jump over there. So basically, when I link to the cart link goes to this new domain. So it jumps to their domain at direct to cart, and that's why direct to cart is important for this. Like, we need to have direct to cart because we want full control over this landing page, so we can get away from stuff like duplicate content. We can do our own optimization. We can do exit pops. We can do bloody everything for it. And basically just make it our own to some extent, where, you know, I could set up 10 different landers for this, but I'll always be using the same checkout link, and at that point they'll be able to order now. So I can't put it directly on my page. Like, I never have this option on my page because I don't use theirs. Their page actually has this. Let me know if you follow for it. It's a little bit confusing on that side, but like, and you know, they have their pop-ups and everything and security, and that's fine because they take, you know, they do all the payment processing, they do all the fulfillment, etc. I'm basically just putting a landing page in front of it, and like, let's draw. Oh no, I don't want this one. I just need like a sketch pad. Oh god, what was that? Okay, so yeah, basically pencil. I don't care. We have our landing page here. This is parent trends, and then it has the hearing aid with the little fucking antenna on it, the little hearing holes right. I'm so good at fucking art. This is amazing. You can see it goes directly into your ear, and I have a buy now button, and then this basically goes to, if we were to draw it out, this is a Giddy Up page. So this is a GU, but it's using my domain. So it's using my custom domain that they set up for me. But because of that, in my Facebook ad manager, I have no idea how I'm gonna fucking draw this out. I create like a campaign, and then the campaign has an ad set and then an ad. And on the ad set, you get to we'll call it AS, and then what is this, ad, and this is campaign C. So on the ad set, you have to select what event you fire, and that event has to come from a validated domain, and the event would be purchase. But if we went to this, since we have zero control over this page right here, yeah, we would basically not be able to pixel it, not be able to push a goal or anything. So because of their whole setup, we get a custom domain, and we could basically do tracking through that. So we have it validated, so I could do, like, for this, I would set up purchase, and then on the ad itself, that's when you pick the pixel that you use. So the ad gets the pixel, and it's just the same pixel that you have set up with them. So the event and pixel, they all kind of go together. It's weird kind of how they split it up. I understand why, but you know, just to kind of like factor it there. So you want your you just want everything to be set up properly this way. So without this custom domain, if we were trying to use their lander, we wouldn't be able to have a domain, because the requirement for this is that we have a verified domain. We'll call it domain V. My drawing skill, so good. I don't even know why I web design. I should just be an artist. So yeah, this has a requirement of a verified domain, and then at that point we can do the purchase. So then this is the checkout page, so you get to select between the three options, and then it goes to like the checkout page where you can put in your billing information, and then it goes to purchase, which is money. So here they'll do like, on here is like add to cart, on here is like initiate checkout, and on here is like purchase. But the thing is, you only want to optimize around purchase, just in general. So purchase events on geodomain will sync back to my ads manager since I have linked that pixel. Yes, exactly. And it's the only way that it would, because if you didn't have this custom domain, there'd be no way to verify giddyup.io. You know what I mean? You can't, because you could only have so many accounts. You only get eight events total since iOS 14.5, and that was a big problem. And I actually worked with ClickBank directly with this. An absolute legend, Thomas McMahon. He's like one of the big business development guys. He does a lot of content and everything now too. It's really good. You should check it out. But he hooked me up with the CTO. I talked about the problem, and ClickBank does the exact same thing pretty much, where they basically, you give them the domain, they like spoof it, so you'll have it verified. So I'll have parent trends already verified there, but the GiddyUp one's important. So this will be like your custom domain right here, but parent trends is always separate. So I could have like 100 different landing pages here, and they just all go to that in the end. But yeah, it's basically the way that you have to sync it up to the ads manager now. You never used to be able to sync it up that way, or you never had to sync it up that way before, back in the day, which was also a Monday. But yeah, once iOS 14.5 hit, you had to verify the domain, and that was the problem, because all the purchases happened on the events, like on the domains like GiddyUp, for example, and there was no way for you to get access to it. Yeah, you have to add that. So part of the instruction is you have to verify the domain in your business manager. So you basically add the verified domain. Like you add exclusive domain, you pick the offer, it creates it. Here, I'll just pull the thing up again. Probably just get this going, bam. So like when I add exclusive domain for an offer, like let's do it right now. So I add this one right here. So I go create exclusive domain. I have all shitty ones right now. Like the Parent Trends one isn't the best. Actually, I'll just add it to the Parent Trend ones. Fuck it. All right. Creating your domain. This literally probably cost them like $7. Come on, giddy up. You got this. Of course, it just on stream, it just doesn't work for me. Okay, so now it basically configure the pixel. So you say Facebook. And then, so they walk you through everything. You start the verification. I add it to my business manager. So on my side, I go in basically, and I go to, one second, it's gonna take me, I'm not gonna show you it because I can't show you that many details into my business manager for the sake of people are already trying to hack my ass right now. Under brand safety, you just go domains, and then at the top you go add, and you go request access to domain. Easy, right? So we go next. We click add, already did that. We copy this link in, so you just copy. Full domain access, request access. Oh shit, so it's not, oh, sorry, I meant create new domain. So basically I paste it in, I hit add, then I hit next here. And it's gonna ask me what the DNS record is, so I just copy and paste it over. And then I hit save. Oh shit, I did the wrong one. So you drop down the menu, go DNS record, I copy this, I paste it, I hit save, saving the DNS record, then I hit next. And then on my side, after I do that, I hit verify domain, and it instantly, I got verified. So now I could use that domain to push pixels. So I pass domain, finish verification, and at this point, this is when it's asking for all the other Facebook pixel stuff. But you have to do the verification, or else you can't advertise to that domain. That's like one of the biggest ones. You got to do it. You got to do it that way, just for tracking sake. Yeah. Oh, there's no simpler setup for Cappy. This is like open or whatever. ChatGPT couldn't even make it this easy for you because it's too busy trying to kill you. I told it I was having heartburn, and it said I needed a sex change and a heart surgery. So I got the operations booked. We're good, you know. But that's basically how it works. So that's what we're doing, just because we're jumping domains for the actual conversion itself. Like that's where the value is for it. No, it's perfect. Okay, well I'm glad I could explain it to you, because I was trying to explain it to you over like Messenger, and I was just like, yeah, it's not hitting. But yeah, so that's why you have to have a verified domain if you're going to put if you're going to do any pixel fires from that domain, you have to have it verified. So I can't just advertise to Microsoft.com unless I have access to it. And then there's limited. So like GiddyUp, for example, they just can't add like 100,000 business managers to their domain because they're limited to 8 total events, and each one links to a pixel. So that means they would affiliate wide. Yeah, it would be ridiculous. I know, maybe what I'll do is I'll like cut this out too at the same time. Just J-cut it fast. Hey everyone, it's Matt Marketing. Just explaining that. But I should make a video on it because it is confusing, and like that's the thing. If you can figure out the tracking on the affiliate side, that's one of the hardest parts. And that can make the difference between like a really good network and an awful network. Anyways, back to my landing page. On a little tangent there. But it's an important one. I know it's going to help people in the future. Or at least it helps you get online. Nice. Alright, back to my page. Kylo has going up. Money printer. Yeah, like I said, anyways, first day is usually shit, second day's better, and then you'll start to get conversions through. It's all about making decent ads, and etc. Like you're at the step right now where even if you get lucky, you can instantly start making money. If not, you just have to change up your ads, find out, you know, how to make it better, etc. Oh man, I think we're almost at the end, if not at the end. So we got this, we got this, we got that. We do need images for there, videos for there, and we need to fix all that other stuff, which is a pain, but whatever. Okay, I gotta pirate this video from the front of it. I have a Wistia tool where I can just steal videos. I think, at least. Yeah, I think autumn's gonna go good. I'm pretty sure somebody on my Facebook friends list posted about they like a media buyer trainer, etc. And if you're watching, show yourself. Said basically it was for a very similar hearing aid. I think they're somewhat being drop shipped right now. What said he was doing 25K a day, which in advertising words means it's probably less, you know how people are. But maybe it is. I'm probably gonna have this offer up by like, I want it, so my goal is like, if you advertise, and where your advantage is like, first of the month is a really good time to advertise because people have all this money left over, or like they know their finances after rent. Also, like the first paycheck should be a good time. So it's like, I want to get this up 1st of February and a bunch of my other ones up for it. Okay, so we have all this, and then it goes to the page there. That's pretty simple. We'll have to rip this video. Or check out the creative for it at least. Yeah, maybe we should do that. No, I need to polish this off a little bit more. So this section can be gone. I want to do something like that. Select. It's funny how it changed all my fucking button colors to this stupid color. Like, how does that happen? It did it out of nowhere too. Maybe it was like an Oxygen update. I gotta see what the deals are for this. Buy. Oh, it has the buy too. Okay, this is all truth. We already generated the tracking and landing page for it, but yeah, it'll make money. Probably the 1st is when I want to launch it. I have a ton of stuff I want to launch, which is good. Always good to get stuff launched. You know, you spend a bit of money, see where you're at for it. You'll likely, when you get your first sale, you'll be pumped, but don't expect it the first day. No, I don't want to. If you get it the first day, you better celebrate hard, but it's very not likely the first day, which is fine. We don't care about that. Okay, so going back, we need to put all the different logos here. So we're just gonna go like this, browse, upload, Date modified is always a good one. USA Today, Healthline, MCO. Did that not go over? Alright, well, kindly piss off. Select USA Today, browse, Healthline. What the fuck happened there? 10, 15. I'm also going to be doing a bunch more lives just on advertorials and all that other fun stuff. This needs to be smaller, 11. Okay. I'll move it down after the fact. Browse. Hopkins University. Okay, give me NCO. I don't even know what that is, but. Bum, 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 bum. Width, I'll put it 50. Should give us a bit more room on this side to make this not that fucking big, that's for sure. I hate when the thing gets in the way of the actual sizing, so that's fine. This one has to be 11, possibly 12. 12. Looks good. This one probably has too much for 0. Sure. And then this one needs more. Too much. 9. Oh, maybe I can go 10. Yep. That works. Then we need to put this one down a bit more, so probably 6. Make them so they line up. Ish. You know? Good old ish. They do have this effect where they, filter, blur, grayscale. Yeah. Effect, filter, grayscale. Okay, effect. Effect. Don't mind me. They could also be turning the contrast or saturation all the way up or down. I don't know. Something like that. It's bugging me. Needs one more pixel. Nice. Okay. Still have to rip that video. But we're getting there. Making an offer in one day. Patrick, did you watch that video?
Watching it right now. He just got
Love this.
disqualified from the race.
Yeah. I actually like that look. 700. Is it 700 or oh no, it's 800. That's fine. See, I'm thinking also is some new style ads for a lot of these. I got some more products in. Mainly the book stuff. I'm actually relaunching Kylo really soon. I just wanted to do some new videos for it. Like that was the only thing. It was profitable, but it was too close to the line. Like I'd have really good days and then like bad days and then good and bad. So like I was still making money from it, but the money was better spent on some of the other products, to be honest. Like, you know, some of the books and everything that I was doing. So I took a little bit of a break from Kylo, but I'm likely going to be going back to it very soon. It's one of the best offers right now. I'm also getting some advertorials written for it too at the same time. But I think it's a creative side. Like it's profitable. You'll get sales for it. It's really good. Also, don't sleep on the fact that it's a worldwide offer. I'd start in like US, possibly Canada, etc. But yeah, it's pretty good. Why the hell does it look like this? Oh no, this is gonna destroy. I knew it. Fuck you. Not you guys. Well, maybe you. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna remake this fucking thing, or else it's gonna bug the shit out of me. So, how we do that? Just create a div. Easy. Next step. I know what you're thinking. What's the next step, Matt? Create a div inside the div. Yeah, that's right. We're 2 divs deep right now. Ain't going back. Okay, we do image. Of course, it does this super massive image. Let's see what this thing's called. Black check. Seems legit. I don't know if we're allowed to call it that, 2023, but
That was an interesting one.
yeah,
Open
isn't
AI.
that?
Yeah.
Jesus
Cool.
Christ, that's big. Yeah, because that's like, it was more than I thought it would be, if
So
that makes sense.
I would say that have an AI, you need to have something to tell it if it's right or wrong. I don't know if it has that kind of access at its current stage to like run experiments. But I think if you gave the AI like a true data set to read, where it could actually set up its own experiments and then we run it, I don't know. I think it would learn properly the medical
Yeah,
stuff.
no, 100%. But I just, I
Just its
don't, I'm
data
not
set
too
is
worried
flawed.
about why. Well, I just don't know why it was so, like how he said it was very persistent that it wasn't lying. And you know what I mean? Where it was
Yeah,
very
it was very
confident in
confident.
its knowledge.
Yeah, that's the
When it
wildest
shouldn't
part.
have been. Yeah, that's the part where it's got me like, okay, that's not good. Or
I'm curious
not
if you
even
could
that's
ask
not
it,
good,
what are
that's the
you not
weird part.
confident about? See what it says.
Maybe. But that was one of the most interesting videos I've seen on it to date. Is basically like, what does it mean? You know?
Yeah.
Battery life. Like, of course, in the end, he's like, I'm impressed. It was correct, but like, why did it lie to me, and why was it persistent that it wasn't a lie? I think it just has to be like for each application, you have to seed it. Okay, the downside, or no, Photostick's a good one. Photostick's always a big one. Honestly, those ones, and that's why I tell people like, do whatever kind of blog you want, because those tech ones, they sell. You know, as a tech person myself, identify as one. I'm kind of like, okay, you know, I wouldn't personally get it, but then it's good, you know, people buy it, and there's tons of margin on it too at the same time. Like, that's one thing we have to factor here is margin. Yes, absolute ton. All right, so I want size and spacing. I want to do this manual just so 14. Yeah, that's about right. So 14. Bam. But yeah, that's one thing, like I always say about GiddyUp, is all their offers are fucking good. I don't know how they do it. Like, it's unbelievable. That just every bloody offer is good. It's almost like, yeah, it's nuts. No, that's a bit too much. Alright, one last jog. Alright, so now we're just getting the kinks out. This is all good. Except for that bugged me. Oh, we have new icons for this. That doesn't always make sense. Icon. That one. Oh no, we don't have this one yet. Okay, we do this one. And that one. Okay, we need to change this one. I actually changed it around here. Upload. There we go. So we need the people. We need this one. This one. What? Oh, it's because I did it by height. So let's do it by width. Hey, piss off. 250. Nope. 60. Nope. 50 it is then. This one's a bit big, to be honest. 50. Okay. And then browse. Let's do this. 45-day shield. Hit me. It's almost a bit too big now. So we'll do 50. Size spacing 13. Nope. 10.
Did you read the comments on this?
No, I
Kinda
didn't
funny.
read the comments on it.
Somebody says OpenAI isn't willing to lie, doing its best to produce real seeming conversation. It's wrong, but it can't be made to understand. Isn't that funny? Where it's wrong, but you can't tell it that it can't understand.
Well, I heard you can. I heard you could feed back info like, hey, that's the wrong information.
Yeah,
and
but
it
I
helps
think he's
train
talking
it.
about the experience of being wrong, like the shame and like.
Oh, he tried to shame it? It's like...
Well, isn't that why you don't like let yourself hang out that far in public? Like you're on a stream right now, like you wouldn't say your craziest theories ever, right? You know what I mean? Or would
Yeah, I
you?
guess.
Maybe that's what makes you special, but you know.
Mom says I'm special. But yeah, no, I understand.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you're saying for it. But it's interesting. Because there's lots of cases where it just lies. You know? Or it's not that it lies. It's just not correct.
Yeah, I just think being a human, the experience that we have is like such a multi-layered kind of thing. It's really just one layer kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not up to like experience yet.
Yeah. And if anything, I think they're really doing a lot of this stuff just to figure out, like, where it is wrong. You know, like, because they get all this feedback and then they could fix up the algo for it. Because maybe it has a thing where it's convinced it's correct, but really it just took in the data wrong or something. Or maybe somebody else referenced it, like, a bunch of times. And people are doing... Because the whole thing is, it's like... Abe Lincoln said he can't believe everything you read or hear on the internet.
Is that what Abe said?
Yeah.
Our guy, he doesn't lie.
He doesn't lie. Well, that's a... You know, that's a fact. You can't deny that.
Honest Abe.
He knows. I say he's still alive.
Really?
No.
Wooden teeth and all?
Wooden teeth, yeah. It's one of those things, right? Border.
One of those people that they say live forever? Like, Tupac? Yeah, Tupac's on that list. Sure, there's a couple others. Hitler. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
And the stream goes down. No.
And the
it's,
stream dies.
No, it is one of those ones that people say. Okay. I added a border. But now it's gone. Solid. Oh god, don't. Unsolid. Okay, I think I fixed it. Border. So I want it more of a gray, I think. On the right, 1 pixel. Was it not gray enough for you? Right. Bit darker. 1 pixel. 1 pixel, solid. Sure. It works for me. When you're smoking a cigar, you have to be careful of situations where you have it try out the sauna yet? No. I actually saw, as you said that, I saw one for sale in my neighborhood. You had to disassemble and take it away. It was like Facebook Marketplace. It was a full-ass beautiful sauna. It was like $400. I'm thinking about it. I need to sweat out these sins for sure.
Is it like a blow-up one? Or like
No, it was like a full, because people are just stupidly wealthy in like West Van area. Not that I live there. Stream, don't come to my house, you'll get shot. My cat will fuck you up. But yeah, they sell stuff for really good prices. Like if you just, it's one of the smart things you can do in general is like go to areas that are really rich, go to their thrift stores. Like sometimes we have like fucking Louis Vuitton and shit there. Louis Vuitton, no essentials yet. Yeah, like a wood sit-in one. It was like $400 for a full, and it was big too. It was massive. I guess. So here's a fun fact. My house, and I saw the breakers for it. My house used to have a full sauna room in it somewhere. I'm not sure which room it was. I think it was one of the ones with outside access, but they removed it. They removed the sauna. Oh, it was a steal. I looked up the price. It was like a $2,500 sauna or something. It's not that. He sent me this one $27,000 outdoor sauna. It was beautiful. And I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if I could smoke cigars in it. Because then you got yourself a nice warm room. I just wouldn't have anywhere with like a really good view to put it. Unless I put it on like my deck. And I don't have areas that are really that flat either. It's pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. I've just never been much of a sauna guy. Well, I haven't used one in a long time.
Love
I
sauna.
want to. Yeah, they're so good, right? I used to have a sauna at the old place. Yeah, we had a sauna. When I first moved to Vancouver, we lived like near Metrotown in a mansion. I lived in a mansion full of salespeople. So it was like the most degenerate, godless place that's ever existed. There was like 12 of us in one huge mansion. It had a sauna. And it was, the sauna was good, I guess. We didn't really try it as a sauna. That was like the smoking room. Not cigars. Joints. But, yeah. I don't smoke weed anymore, for the record. I hate to say it. Used to. It's legal, so I can say that. Alright, Twitch, get off my back. YouTube, get off my back too. Well, now everything's legal in Vancouver, so we blaze up that thing before. Yeah, then we'd stand around, and I had a friend we'd all be a little out there, and then he'd basically go on the ground because it was like one of those like kitchen flooring tiles things, and he'd do back farts where you'd use your back to make a farting sound. We'd all just laugh.
Of course.
It was the most degenerate thing ever, but you know. Weird stuff would happen when you get that many people. Okay, we gotta change these icons, so these ones need to be updated. Cancel. Oh, I guess we already have the volume one, so let's change it right now. Browse, volume, select. Oh, looks perfect. First round. Knockout. Okay, then we have the battery replace, the affordable replace, and the fit replace. Okay, so we upload all these. Blood owl. I think this was the one that I clicked on. Select. Look at that, just perfect. See, when I do a course, I'm just going to give away all these templates with the course, and that's going to have so much value because it takes you so much less time to do all this stuff. My God. And then a couple of my special landing pages. But yeah. Also, like when you own a business and stuff, and you have as many kids as I have, and everything, like you don't have time for it anymore, or the energy. You just, you grow out of it to some extent. Or you end up doing an edible that you thought was 500 milligrams, but it was that, or 300 milligrams, but it's that per square, and you have 10 squares by accident, and then you never want to do it again. That happens too. Live and learn.
Healthy. Well,
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Privacy policy. Okay. Bam. Save. Okay. Oh, I don't need this one. Delete. Is this the... Okay. Alright, so link wrapper now needs to be centered. I'll just do what I normally do with this, so delete. Not that I normally delete it, but I do it rich text, and then I'll go and I'll put everything in here. Get out here. Support, returns, privacy. Renounce for combos that come up with unique ass people you find yourself in songs with. Yeah, there's certain stuff like that. It's like cigars, you know, you'll find it's a weird mix too, especially people that don't have many connections or anything like that. Not that I don't smoke cigars for one, but copy image link, okay, sure. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you'll have a mix of just so many different types of people. Oh, really? You have to do a pop-up on all these? Oh my god. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna go privacy. But cigars are one of those things. Also, flying like in business, you meet a bunch of just awesome people. I met a guy named Matt, same name as me. He was an absolute legend. I just about worked with him. It's rare to find Matts that are legends, yeah. But yeah, it's I sat with him the whole time. People were mad at us by the end because we're degenerates just talking about degenerate stuff. We're like, can you keep it down? We're like, shut up. You know? Who cares? We're going to talk about whatever we want. Not my fault. You guys are proper and dress up to go on business. But yeah, he was like a 100 millionaire, billionaire. And I started the conversation with him because he's wearing an AP, Audemars Piguet watch, and I was like, man, nice AP, that thing is sick. And then, you know, we got into the convo from there, which is great. Alright, fuck it. When it's not willing to do that, I just force it. That may not be a good idea, actually. I wonder if I could typography, put it in the center. No. So the link wrapper. Oh, that's why. I gotta center the link wrapper itself. I get. Maybe not. Fuck off. Are you serious? Why? Why aren't you doing that? Alright, we're doing this again. Duplicate. Why'd I do that? Delete. Okay, we'll just add text. We'll add text. We'll layout center. Then we'll add a link. We'll link it to privacy policy. There we go. Now we're onto something. Text color, white. Cover color, white. And then try. Got it. But yeah, it's amazing, like, doing stuff like that. Where's your AP, bro? Hey, I got a nice Rolex. AP's coming. I want to get an AP soon at some point. I got my presidential, which is amazing. But I'm not much of an RM fan, like Richard Mille. I'd rather get either a Patek or like an AP. I need like a daily Rolex though, to be honest, because gold is just too like chop my arm off and kill me type color. And it's more of like a formal thing, so I want to get like a Batman. Batman would be sick. So that'll probably be the next one, and then likely like an AP Royal Oak, and then Patek Philippe something, and on from there. And then I want a meteorite. A Rolex would be so good. That's what the goals are. But in time. Some stuff you have to slowly unlock, especially when it's stuff like that. You know, and also just because you can afford something doesn't mean it's a smart purchase. I got lots of other big things I got to pay for in my life, and I like having money in the bank, investments and everything. So that's always a good thing. And I don't leave my house. Let's be fucking serious. Yeah, we were talking about ChatGPT a bit. Not so much ChatGPT right now. Right now I'm just working on an affiliate offer. I do use ChatGPT to do affiliate offers and everything else. I'm not even sure if my Twitch title updated, to be honest. I apologize. I've done a bunch of different ChatGPT streams because I've used ChatGPT in Midjourney to make a lot of money with advertising. I had one ad that I've spent over $1 million on the ad, and I actually beat it. Trying to create a ChatGPT Bixby. I was actually told of a service that's similar to that, but it's not quite a Bixby. It's called Adept AI. You may want to check it out. So I was told about this today. Well, not today, but check it out. It's called Adept.ai. Let's take a gander right here. And basically what it does, it's not fully a Bixby, but it's like a task performer. So you type in a task, and then it actually goes ahead and does it. So you could be like, you know, do certain tasks. It's basically more of like a task for etc. I think Bixby, they have a tutorial on ChatGPT using the API for Siri. Oh, that's pretty cool. It would be good. Someone needs to do it because like it needs to be on like a phone. This is more of like a web app for what you'd use for, say, something like, you know, if you're on your computer, if you're on a PC, etc. But the thing is, the same thing could work well on a phone, and it's not available on a phone. So I'm all for the increase of this, because that's one of the biggest problems with ChatGPT is I put a button for it on my Stream Deck, so I could just be like hit it and then go into it, but it doesn't do stuff for you. You know, like it doesn't have a full thing. You're basically typing in commands, getting answers, but you're not like, hey, go do this. It's not like a concierge service. Like with my Amex, I get a full concierge. So like once, for example, we're like, hey, can you get us a tiger in Vegas? And they're, you know, they call back a couple hours later and they give you all the details for it. They have a tutorial on blah blah blah. I use the web app for ChatGPT. It does the same. Oh, so it's like a home screen. But the thing is, it doesn't complete the actual task for you. That's the thing. Because you could be like, hey, make me a spreadsheet formula to do this. You can't really say like, hey, you know, make me a Google Doc and do this in it, and have it actually complete the task itself. And I think that's where a lot of the value, and that's what it's missing right now, to be completely honest. Is like, it doesn't do the stuff. So it can do stuff for you, but it won't like, you know, hey, make me a calendar event for this, or make me, you know, do this and that and other stuff. Like it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually do it. But like a Bixby idea, the thing is, anything, even if your idea's kind of been done before, even if it's like if you were to come in here and be like, oh, I'm just making pretty much the exact same thing as Adept AI, there's so much room in the market to grow, and there's no market leaders yet. So I highly recommend it. Doesn't matter what you're creating, create AI apps. They go absolutely nuts. And then you just send them to like influencers. There's so many people in like the TikTok space that are just trying to do stuff like find new AI tools. And Adept is an example of them, where it's like, okay, we know what the limits of ChatGPT and everything is. It's like, you know, where can we use it, etc. Where does it work? But yeah, it's one of those things where there's a lot Bixby Studios where I can do it. I have to create it from scratch, which sucks. Yeah, that does suck. Well, also, if you need any marketing advice on it, marketing's my thing, let me know. I can definitely help. I'm actually looking to invest in a couple projects too at the same time, because I think it's a really early It's a really early stage thing, and just like to get it out there, it really doesn't take much. Like once it starts to get out there and you get a bunch of trail on it, and like all it takes is one influencer video that gets like 1 million views, and you're doing so many API calls. This one guy, his name's GPT Boss. He's on TikTok. He created like a better version. You know, it's like he just uses the API and everything in the end, but he made like a more refined version of it. So basically he did a more refined version. It's the same thing kind of in the end. He did a post about it, got 1 million views, and he's like, yeah, you guys have made like 75 million API calls, and I have to shut down the free beta for now because it's killing my pocket. Even though like I did the stats and it was only like, it was no GPT Boss, I don't know which one he did. Let's see. This is the guy that did it, and he did a video. Let's see if I could find the one where he blew it up. He did one of these that's like 1 million plus, and he's like, I have to shut down the beta. You've done 75 million calls. And I did the math, and he didn't really spend too much. It was like $200. But the thing is, if you're spending like $200 a day in API calls, it's a rich person problem, right? It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know, we have an issue. We're growing so fast that it's costing a whole bunch of money. Let's see if I can find the video. I wish there was a way to like sort on this kind of stuff where you could, come on TikTok, make it rain. So here's where he closed it and he talked about it. Let's see if I can find the video. It wasn't too much before this. GPT. Or maybe it was this one. 100. But basically he did enough where he got so many users, he did a beta access to it. And then just, yeah. Now he's already charging for it. I told him just like, man, keep it free. You know, get an investor, get as many users as possible, and then start to charge once people are really like stuck on it. Just a good way to do it in general, but there's so much opportunity right now. There's so many services, and like you could use the API, and for 75 million API calls or whatever he did, it was a pretty ridiculous amount. It was like $200, but it's like, dude, how about we put 10,000 into it? You know, $10,000 worth of API calls, and you just leave it open and you let it get a whole bunch of users, you grow it, and then once you have that base, you charge. Because it's so much harder to get a user at a paid amount than it is to get a free one, and then later on when they're dependent on it and they see the value of it, then convert them over. Or you do some kind of like free trial and everything else. So it's like, all right, keep growing it. It's like, what are you doing? Don't shut down beta. That's the worst possible thing you can do. You know, take the hit, take the financial hit, get a loan, get an investor, find somebody to actually go through and spend, like, help you spend money to grow it. Yeah, you can do ads on the site. You can do tons. You can do donations even, you know? There's so much opportunity for it. So it's like, why? If you only needed like, if you had donations pop up to that many users and that many calls, you'd arbitrage positive. You'd probably make significantly more money. You'd still be getting all the users in. You'd get tons of donations for it. And just basically go from there. You know, that's the key to growth. So, you know, good projects die when they just are like, oh no, it's going to cost too much money. Like when you have rich people problems, which is, it's growing too fast, you have to, like, that's when you double down, you triple down. You're like, okay, investor, you do whatever it takes to handle that cost, you build it up, and then you build something that's worth millions instead of something that gets stuck at thousands. No businesses ever. Like I said, look at how long Facebook was unprofitable. Every single big business ever. And like, yeah, you may not grow to the biggest one, but even if you become a multi-million-dollar company, like, it's still in your best interest to do it. So we'll see how it goes. And he has a lot of competition. People are going to copy him. People are going to do everything else. Yeah, you don't even have to charge for the app. People donate just for certain features. People invest. That's it, right? Nice, Standard Luke. Good for you to join. But yeah, that's That's really it. That's it with growth. That's it with everybody. Because investors will realize that too at the same time. Like me personally, I'd be like, hey, give me small equity of it. I'll invest whatever it takes. I'll put $50,000 into it to get it to the next stage where you can get more investors, you know, to properly leave enough equity on the table that you can do an investment round after that growth. Then you're investing in the millions of range, and you're actually building a full business, and you're getting a team, and you're getting pretty much everything else from it. So no, it's really interesting how that works, because it's, yeah, if you start to charge always the arbitrage, there's not many services, unless it's really different and really good, that I'm willing to just instantly be like, all right, here's $40 a month, or here's even $5 a month, in order for me to access it. Because once you pull out the credit card, it's like, that is just such a big jump. It's just crazy. I don't know why people do it. Oh god, I'm gonna preview this on mobile and see how bad it looks. Let's take a look here. I'm just making an affiliate offer right now on the marketing side. It's for these things right here. They're like the AirPods of hearing, I guess, is what you'd call them. But basically, they sell them for $100. If I get a sale, I get $60, and then I just play the arbitrage. Might even be worth doing free trial, no CC required, 30 to 60 days. Yeah, like what Midjourney does. Midjourney still, they're like the biggest, they're like just about as big as, not just about as big, they're like a fraction of the size of ChatGPT, but you get to use it for a bit for free. It gets you addicted. You see the value of it, and then it's like, bam, I pay for it. Like, I pay for Midjourney right now. I don't mind paying for it. As long as I know the actual value and everything's there for it, then it's like, fuck it, I'll pay. It's, you know, it's just one of those things. No, nobody. And it's like, you got to think of your own buying tendencies too at the same time. How often, like, when was the last time you see a post on TikTok or a social post or even an ad, and you're like, to get to that conversion point is so hard. You typically, like e-com or any kind of SaaS, etc., you're looking at about a 1 to 3% conversion rate. So out of a visit, someone who's targeted and qualified, somebody that could actually buy, you're typically looking at like 1 to 3%. 3% is really, really good in the e-com industry. 1% is kind of like, it could be a little bit better. Maybe it has some upsells. But like, let's say your cost per click is $2. You know, that means you'll have to spend about $200 a user. And then, you know, what's your limit there? If it takes you a couple months to get your money back, then you're going to have cash flow problems and everything. If they don't get to see how it is, and nobody will put money into it because they don't know. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Like, you're kind of like it's like objection handling. It's by default, I usually think like, okay, you know, is this a Ponzi scheme? Is this just grabbing my credit card? And everybody's bought that one, like game or service or anything else where it's like, oh man, this is garbage, you know, where you're like, oh, regrets, refund. But to even get to that point, it just doesn't really happen. I think that's what they really have to do on the ChatGPT side, is it's like they have to figure that part. They have to figure that part out for those guys who are making all the apps and everything. I haven't seen ones where it's like, we'll take your product and we'll put it with a video or like we'll put it into Midjourney so your product will be there. Not even Midjourney, it'll be one of them, and it'll be like, yeah. But they don't really, I swear, honestly, they're using a graphic design company, because you send it to them and then they wait a while before you get it back. If they don't get to see how it is, and nobody will put money. Yeah, it's so true. You know, it's one of those things. Too many people have too much faith in just all that, where they're like, oh no, it's great. Who wouldn't buy it? I'd buy it. It's like, well, I doubt people are gonna buy it. And it's like, we're in a race right now. It's like, this started an AI boom. It's like crypto, right? It's like when Fortnite blew up, it was free and everybody liked it, so they put money. Yeah, I played Fortnite before it was actually a battle royale. So I played it before it became that, and then like it was a failing game. It was a completely failing game. And what they did is then they just copied PUBG. So they just did a complete copy of it. They made it free, and they got all the audience, and they made billions of dollars. And PUBG didn't make near as much as Fortnite. Fortnite was everything because it was free. And I don't work in e-commerce by any means, but I do lead generation for lawyers, where I get cost per conversion around 90 to 140. Oh, nice, you do lead gen. Yeah, I know affiliate lead gen. Or like, man, I tried to work with lawyers. Lawyers are fucking hard to work with, so I feel sorry for you on that side. I've had lawyer clients before. They like to threaten and sue, and they're usually savage people in general. Man, it's like I have certain demographics and people I don't like working with. Lawyers, man. Oh, I feel your pain. I know what you're going through right now. I've had a couple lawyer clients, and they're just always, because they think they could also sue their way out of everything. If you set up like a lead gen agreement, or you're just like, I'll send you these leads and you pay me this much, etc., it can be good, or like everything else. But haven't had threats to sue, but they're so needy. Yeah, they're needy, and lawyers are the people that have their life leased together. Just saying. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of lawyers in my time, because I did agency work. So I exited my agency because I don't like service stuff. I just do affiliate marketing right now because I had it work. Won an award. Woo! I'm platinum. Well, I won 3 ClickBank Platinum awards, and it was just better not having to deal with clients, to be honest. So it's performance marketing, and like if you can figure it out, you can make a whole bunch of money from it. Yeah, the sales skill. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like what happens is there's clients that are nightmares for agencies, and that's any client that doesn't have a proven offer. Because in some way, it's like you might as well own their fucking business, right? You're the only one that makes it work. You just basically made a lawyer business that worked, and it's like, man, I should always, I should just create this business. Like I've had businesses before come, and they're just like, their offer, like typically, so our agency, we worked with like people who were profitable at $20,000 plus, and we could get them to like 600K, $1 million spend, etc. Like we can info product, etc. We're the best at it. But the problems would arise when they don't have an offer that actually works, like that's not been proven. Because when you create the offer, and like you fix it, and you do their funnel, and you do everything, it's like, man, why didn't I just do this all myself? I had to do everything. But yeah, they can be horrible at, like if they're doing a webinar, they can be shit at webinars. They can be absolute garbage at webinars. Or they can be, like you said, horrible at sales. Like maybe they don't know how to do sales. The next thing you know, you're setting them up a sales floor and everything else. And it's like, damn, I literally just did every part of this bloody business for an agency fee. Where it's like you're supposed to just be an ad buyer to some extent. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things. Let's say fired lawyers, blah. Should I say I parted ways with them? Yeah, be careful how you say it. They think every call should be a client. That's it too. Working, like, proven offers are better. I've created sales scripts for them too, for their assistants and paralegals. It's like, yeah, a lot of them get so used to like the people that just call me and convert. It's like, no, it's like paid generation, lead gen, and everything. It's you got to convert those people. You may have to email them. They may not be there yet. There's lots of money in it though. Like personal injury lawyers will pay a shit ton per leads. It's also one that's hard to find people who are in the buying process without doing Google search. And Google search is just like so expensive per click. It's one of the most competitive things. Works really well at the US, but it's one of those. So I fully know how you feel. If they can't convert. It's the worst, and you do such a good job providing leads, and they blame you. You hit an absolute grand slam, and you're like, buddy, I just got you $40 leads. They don't exist. And they're like, they get one bad call, and they're like, oh shit, cancel this. No, we had one person unqualified called in. This is garbage. Redo fucking everything. I used to charge agency clients an emotional support fee for when they took too much of our energy. Many clients scream at us for no reason. And it's all the 80-20 rule. Like, some clients were amazing. Like, I have some of my best friends in life are from these, like, there's some really good people, but then you also get the people who are just absolute fucking dickheads. And that's the worst, right? When you get the dickhead clients. They take up all your time too. You're walking them through it. This one client had a team of like old ladies working for them. Another one had their mom being their head of tech. She had no idea what the fuck was going on in life, let alone technology. I liked him though. He was a good client, but it was one of those things, man. I use What Converts, which tracks everything on unique callers. No old clients, just brand new. Okay, so you do like call to sell. That's a good way to do it. Google has the tracking too at the same time. What do you use as your ad platform? So are you like a Google buyer on it, or do you just go in and out? There's so many ways to generate leads. I actually know another affiliate. The guy does savagery when it comes to it. Like affiliate lead, if you do lead generation, you should try some affiliate lead generation where you get paid just for the completion of the lead itself. This guy will make like $30K in a day. And yeah, it's unbelievable. I know it works. I know him. He's a good, legit guy. I trust him, and I know he makes that much money. I look at the car he drives around for proof. That's all it takes. But yeah, it's one of those things, right? Where it's just like, you just have to do it. I always push people into lead gen and everything though. Or at least affiliate. That's what that's my thing. I don't get why these aren't stacking on each other. Kind of pisses me off. So I'm just gonna go, fuck you. Advanced layout. Display none. Get out of here. And then I'll have an image of the product here. It's not really one above, but that's fine. Above the fold's a bit of a nightmare on this one. Probably drop the size here. AdWords, Google My Business, SEMrush, blogs, WordPress. Okay, so you give them like your multi-network and everything. That's pretty good. AdWords is good, but you know how competitive it is too at the same time. If you can convert that well, you must be doing something really good on like the landing page side and follow up and everything else. Unless you click to call and you can do it there on that side. Man, I'll never forget the day that Click to Call came out. I was actually advertising back in the day. I was working for a dating site. They're called like Live Links. It was my first client ever. It was like 2010, I think. And they didn't have Click to Call or anything, but you put in your phone number and they'd call you back for this dating line, Live Links. Be like, I'm spending $600K a month for my first time I've ever bought ads. And I did stuff to optimize it, and I got the cost down so low. They're paying like $17 a lead. I got it down to 13, so their 600K got them so much more, and I felt like an absolute champion. Then Click to Call came out, and people started using mobile, and I was getting, so they went from 17 to a direct call to like $2 back then. This was in the dating industry. The dating industry. So like, back in the day, this was before internet, like big internet dating. It was like phone dating, like 2010, etc. You'd actually call a phone line and get some weirdo on the other side. They had multiple properties. They had like Interactive Mail, Live Leak, etc. All these other ones. But it was like one of the first clients I took. No Facebook back then, nothing like that. It was just Google search. And when Click to Call came out, I was like one of the first users to use it, and I spent so much money on it. I create nice landing pages. Let's take a look. Oh, personal injury. Knew it. Oh, nice, man. These are good. Yeah, these are exactly what you need. I can tell they're very Google friendly too at the same time. So do you basically just create them on the subdomain? And do you actually get access to it? So like, let's say if they leave you, or you just like, fuck you, delete. Good. You know, you got to own your assets, and you got to like tie the clients in too at the same time. That's that's one of the keys to marketing. It's like one of the things we always wanted to create was like a marketing box where they use, oh, you give them their assets. See, we'd always do that too at the same time, but there's like certain things that I didn't ever take assets. We gave them all the assets and everything. And a lot of the times, like we scaled one guy up to like from 60K to 600K. I downloaded WP Sitback. What builder do you use for it? Have you tried Oxygen? I find Oxygen is like one of the best, to be honest. But yeah, but no, that's a good landing page. Looks like it's really well made. Like, the thing is, you don't need crazy, like, you know, head of Nike designer design for this kind of stuff. But yeah, just so you know my history, I did tons of sports advertising when I started out, so not just phone dating. I worked with like the Olympics, UEFA, Formula One, ICC Cricket, ATP Tennis, Premier Boxing Champions. I use Divi and Elementor to build. I'd honestly consider, if you want faster page speed and stuff that converts a lot better, it converts better and it works better because it loads a lot faster, you should try WordPress Oxygen. You can see it right here. It's just really easy, and I had a friend who built a site with it. He got a 99 mobile score on it, which is good. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. I'm gonna Google page speed you. I'm sure it's good, but because especially you going around the Google side of things. But yeah, Oxygen, it just works so much better, I find, than Elementor. It breaks less. It's really clean, etc. Like, it's just one of the. Hey, no problem. Second that. After Matt showed me Oxygen, we're moving all clients built to Oxygen. Used to use Elementor. Oh, your performance is good on mobile. Reduce unused JavaScript, third-party code. 8.2 seconds. Why is it so slow on that side? Come on, 3G. No one cares about you. Okay, so it's good on desktop. I honestly think it's probably your Elementor that's slowing you down. I need 70. Well, also you gotta factor, like, I'm from Canada. So, yeah. But I find Oxygen just in general, like, Oxygen makes way better sites, and like, it's just a lot more, it's more search friendly. It's more, and if you're search friendly, it's a lot cheaper on Google, and it's really easy to work with, and it's really lightweight, it's really fast. And yeah, and then on top of it, I use SiteGround for hosting. I find SiteGround just has the best tools when it comes to that stuff. It seems to be pretty good for it. I'm not sure why you have some JavaScript. So, okay, here's your Facebook pixel. Or no, connect.facebook. That's a weird one. I don't know. GTM you can't really get around. Oh, you got the image sizes down. I love to see anybody who keeps images under 100 kilobytes each. That's what it's all about when it comes to just Google and performance and everything. So yeah, it could be a mix of like what your hosting is, etc. It looks great on mobile. That's one of the things I gotta say. Chuck Norris was praying one day when somebody broke in. Oh, he wasn't praying for himself, he was praying for the guy who broke in. Hey, I appreciate a good Chuck Norris joke. Tools.pingdom. Always use that for speed. See, I typically, everybody hates on it because they're like, oh, Google page speed is like, I just have to use it because like, it's what Google uses, you know? So as much as it's like, yeah, you could use all the other page speed sites out there, I just want to know what Google's seeing on their side and see if I could fix it up. Because yeah, for the first time ever, I saw with, or he was actually using, so there's two things to it. Yeah, sometimes I check it from there. I typically just always Google page speed it. I find that does like everything on my side. I think like when you do it from inspect element and everything, it uses my computer, and I've like, you know, 7950X it uses all that, it uses like 4090 1.5 gigabit internet. Like, you can't really see that as like a real world thing, because most of the people, especially people who are doing personal injury, they typically don't have a lot of money for it. But Google page speed, it's good. I like to check it for that. Like, I think it's worthwhile using the other ones to see like why it could possibly be a problem there, etc. So it's one of those things where I just go through it, make sure it's good on that side. But yeah, I see why it works. Like, you've proven it. You don't have to prove me. I don't care what it looks like. It's like, what are the numbers? And typically, like a lot of my pages in general, this one's just a copy of an affiliate, and I'm just building it out. The reason why I copy it, so this is awful on mobile. Let's just look at so here's the original one that I'm copying right here. This is from a network called GiddyUp. They do this style for pretty much everything, but so this is why I think Oxygen's a lot better. I basically recreate the exact page, which you still get duplicate content, etc. And typically it converts 300 to 500% better. You can use ChatGPT to correct mobile usage now, right? Yeah, you can. You can have it look at your code and be like, optimize this, or you could have it be like, where can I make it better, or everything. You can, Patty, you've mastered some of this too on your side, where you could have it looked at like Python scripts or any kind of script at all and be like, hey, why isn't this working? And it'll fix it.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. Paste the script in, paste the error message in, and it'll just tell you. It'll tell you put a log here, console log here, and boom.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
No, it's absolutely nuts. But yeah, the reason why I converted to Oxygen is I start off with Facebook ads for these offers, and I 1v1 them. So I'll use their landing page versus my landing page. And of course, their landing page is going to have other advertisers. So you do get a duplicate content penalty. But because on mine, I can optimize it, and then I'll do stuff like exit pops and stuff to get emails, etc. But Oxygen outperforms their landing page and say like a ClickFunnels page or anything like that 300% or more. I've never seen it do less. Like, always at the beginning of the test, I'll try to go directly to the offer itself. It just significantly works. So I just recommend, trying it. Breakdance is also a free version. So Breakdance is like a free version of Oxygen. And so I'll just, even though it's the exact same fucking page, like these pages will be 1-to-1, exact in every way. Of course, mine will be even more ratchet. Like as you can see, I just do this by eye. I'm like, fuck. I'll just fix it up, etc. But it converts significantly better because the page speed is better. And you typically get, like, for every second, you have like a 25% drop off on the actual page speed itself. And your first page is the most important. The other ones don't really matter too much. But basically, I recreate these pages, and this is like my advantage over the market. And then I can do stuff like try a different landing page, etc. Yeah, Oxygen has paid. If you want, I can lend you my license key. But Breakdance is free. If you want to just try it out, I can just send it over to you. I'll just hit me up on Twitch, and you test it out. It's lifetime unlimited. You pay once, it's like $100, and it's worthwhile. Yeah, one second. I just got to sign into my account. I'll message you message me on Twitch, direct chat, and I'll just send it over to you. Just so you can test it out. I think you could install it and test it out even without it, but and it's called Oxygen Builder. Check out some videos for it. One of the guys who's in the chat, he was a web designer. He got me onto it, and he's like, bro, and all of his stuff did really, really well. Let me see where my sign up is, or my sign in. I hate when customer login. Here we go. One pass, log in.
Yeah, Oxygen will come with a whole bunch of really nice templates too, and you can kind of pick and choose elements and just restyle them. Really, really nice.
Okay, download Oxygen.
I don't know if you guys talked about that yet, but.
Oh yeah, no, it comes with all these, the stuff that it comes with is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so Oxygen. Okay, and I think you could use it to. We may get double sound for a second here. Okay, let's see. Home. Okay. Let me make sure this is you. I just messaged my key to a Randy. All right, there you go. Enjoy. I think you can download it through the store itself. But yeah, it's like, it's next level. And breakdance is free too, and breakdance is one of those ones that will work really, really well. So that's the key. You could just put it in. If you have any issues with it, sometimes I have to like whitelist the site, which I don't believe I do. Just hit me up. I could go manage sites. Oh, okay, so I can just deactivate a site if I want to. So yeah, you're good. You can just use that whatever you want. It's unlimited usage. It comes with the upgrades and everything. Hopefully Oxygen isn't watching right now. We'll need a new key real fast. But yeah, so that's an unlimited key anyways. I get unlimited sites with it. It doesn't really matter. But just, try it out. It's good. And you could also like, all right, so even if I were to like, I'm just going to add a section to the bottom. We'll add a section, and you can, if you want to, you can add element and basically go through their library of designs, and they have all these design sets right here, and you could just import some of it if you want. So you could just do like this part, etc., like the social proof. Like, let's say I want these fucking wine bottle things. Here we go. Watch this. Bam! We're good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Take that and
Then you can redesign it, add whatever you want to it, etc. Hit delete, and I didn't need to know this. But yeah, so it's pretty easy. It's a good builder, and then for the different views you can make like changes, etc. So it only applies to it. So basically, like to sum it up, and I'd recommend you watch a couple videos on it, and you'll see the absolute magic. But so if I do changes on the smaller version, like let's say for example I want to just put the layout.
Oh, I don't think we can see the top there, Matt, of the screen where you can have the selector for the different.
Oh yeah.
Just cut off a little bit, but yeah, there's
My esteemed colleague Patrick. So yeah, right there. There's a selector. I can basically select the different views for it, and if I make changes, it basically makes it only for the mobile. Yeah, exactly. So basically, when I go back to full screen, it's not centered. You see how it's still off to the left. But then I go to this version, and this is a mobile only change. So you could basically, and then even the smaller, you got the granny phone right here. You could do a specific one here, like let's say for example, for your layout, if you want to include done, these images are fucked. I'll have to fix them for sure. I'm sure everything's pretty much messed up with this one, but you could basically go through, make specific changes on mobile, on pretty much everything for it. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Don't delete the element though. What I'll do is go layout, none, and then basically now we just have our social proof. And like let's say you want to change the margins only change on the mobile side. So I go back to it and you can see it's still all the same. It still has the proper margin to it versus on a mobile site. So it's really like, it's absolutely powerful, but it uses really good code for it. And breakdance is a free one that they do, and breakdance does really good too at the same time. I think I paused my beats. I'm having a stroke, one or the other. Nope, not having a stroke. We're good. Yeah, check them out. It's kind of, I'm trying to learn with affiliate stuff. You really get like every little bit of performance and ROAS. Like, for a client, you're kind of like, okay, I'm making them tons of money. You let off the gas. But like when the arbitrage works on affiliate stuff, I've had an offer where I was literally making profit like $6,000 a day. And, at that point, I'm like, okay, I need more ad networks, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I basically worked with all of them. Yeah, Elementor, there's like an Elementor hate group. If you go into the Oxygen Builder Facebook group, it's like they post memes of just Elementor hate because they've all previously like done Elementor stuff, etc. wonder if my zoom's affecting anything. Probably affects it a little bit. I just zoom in so everybody can see it a bit better. I gotta replace these images. They have them as videos. I haven't used it for selling blogs. I've used Midjourney to create ad creative. It's absolutely crushed. I've used ChatGPT. A lot of what I use it for is like in ads, you could add emojis. You could be like, add relevant emojis to this list, for example. So ChatGPT, have I used it to make ad creative? Yeah. Have I made it for advertorials? Yeah, I've made advertorials. I've used it for like lots of stuff. I haven't. I'd have to make a lot selling blogs. Like on the affiliate side, like I make a pretty significant amount of money, and like for me to put all the effort into selling a blog, it just wouldn't make sense. Like it wouldn't make a big enough difference. So for me, like I'm just really on my side. I hunt for these, like I call them like lottery tickets. You find these offers. If you can get them to arbitrage, even if you can make like a 1.5 off them and you spend $1,000 a day, then you make 500 profit. So you spend 1,000, make 1,500, 500 profit a day. You know, that's 15K a month. So it's really like looking for those that I can expand. For one of these other ones, so for this product right here, I know significant amount of people. There's 4 people who are currently marketing it that are making over 400K a week. Not profit. They're making 400K in sales, and I believe like at least half of it is profit on their side. So like there's pretty significant money to make there. LifeSave, this is another new one that's trending. It doesn't do quite as much. These are all from the same like ad network, etc. But yeah, Air Physio, it's like another one where yeah, a lot of these guys just make stupid amounts of money. One of the sites that sell it is called The New Find. So you'll see very similar products here. A lot of their stuff is like, they do advertorial. Like I'm sure you recognize this right here. So I just do paid traffic, and I just, on this, I only do it as arbitrage. So I'll typically spend, like on this site, I did, I've been going on and offline with affiliate stuff. Right now I'm mainly doing some other books. I have one that I have a Facebook exclusive on that I built up. This was like one of my first books. I made 1.7 million from it, just selling a book of remedies, etc. This is the main one. I'll do like 40,000 in ad spend per month on it, which will be, you know, yeah. So this one is like how I got into affiliate marketing. I just made this page. It was using Oxygen 2020. It went nuts from there. But I have other books that I'm actually selling on it. Oh fuck! I gotta hit the save button. I haven't done it the whole time. Metatrends.com. That's pretty cool. I bought and brokered a ton of domains. I've brokered the sale of a domain that was worth like 8.88 million. It was in the dating space. It was a 3-letter word. But like here's like another one in general. Home Doctor, similar type of book. Just kind of going over it. It's all direct response. It's for the older market. And it's all about like what affiliate is it's, for me at least, because I'm an advertiser, it's all about just finding arbitrage. You basically want to find something, you put $1 in and you get like $1.50 out, or $2 or $3, etc., that you can scale up to. So like if you have to try a whole bunch of offers for it, I paused some of these temporarily. I was running Kylo, which has like those people doing a lot of money. I needed to create new ad creative because I was basically copying everything they did. It was making like a 1.3 to like a 1.7, so it was making money like $200 per day, but I didn't want to relaunch it until it was really good to go on that side. So I'm relaunching this one this week. This one is getting launched this week. I'm basically starting it at the beginning of the month. You typically get a lot of sales for it. Hail, I'm probably going to still keep this one on pause because it doesn't quite go with the parent. So I almost want to do like a new blog for this, etc. Home Doctor, I'm just waiting for links on a bunch of these too. So I have a couple things holding me up, but literally the offer I'm working on right now, I do this all live. I show everybody exactly what I do. Bro, you think that's insane? Oh man. That's nothing. My Amex points are nuts. Here, let me show you. Let me show you my ad account. I gotta be careful in this, of course. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry, I'm just changing it. So, okay, so actually, fuck it. I'll just use this page. So we'll view it. Here's one of my offer pages. So offer, and then I'm just going to, this is going to be OP. Let me just cut it down to make sure I can't show any very sensitive information. And then I'll drag this tab into this browser. Hey, you want to see some ad spend? Bam! Bam! No, it's my pleasure. Trying to get advertising on Twitch. People just play games. So, you know, this is a decent sized ad account that I run. This is all my personal money. This is off my personal Amex. You know, I can show you. It scrolls. There's no edits here whatsoever. This column is landing page views. This one is clicks. So, you know, it's I do it at a very large scale, and that's why I do full time. So I basically, before, I had an agency, very successful agency, with a business partner. I exited that, and what sites are most profitable for you? And the books are, it's like not really. I guess what sites, like what ad networks are most profitable in ad spend. I use Invisible PPC right now for G. Yeah, see, I've done a lot of Google Ads. I do everything, to be honest. So I've advertised millions on every single ad network. When I was working I've done like anti-terrorism campaigns. I've done everything you can name. I can't even talk about the anti-terrorism campaign, or else I'd go directly to jail with no court case or anything. But the most I've done in a single day was 2.5 million, and that was across like multiple ad networks. I find in this order are the most profitable. It's like Facebook is probably the most profitable still, even though it's not the best. Then probably Google Ads, like YouTube search display isn't the best for it. TikTok's pretty good. Native is pretty good. Like El Brain Tabula is a good one. LinkedIn kind of sucks. I've used LinkedIn LinkedIn works for really big enterprise where they're trying to find a specific, like I helped a company land a Tesla contract. It's an e-commerce API, and that took just months and months, even though it was a multi-million-dollar contract. So LinkedIn can be good for that. Pinterest fucking sucks. Fuck you, Pinterest, if you're watching. And yeah, it's one of those. But it's like typically with an offer, I crack it on Facebook first. And then if I can crack it on Facebook, and Bing's also really good too. If you have something working on, 100%, if you have something working on Google Ads, put it on Bing. Bing works insanely well because the click cost is cheap, and you can click one button, it imports all your campaigns, one click. So you're instantly like spending on Bing. And even though you think it has a small amount of people on it, it has more than you think, and you get a different type of demographic. Like the more ad networks you go on, the different people you get. Google Ads for lawyers, yeah, Bing works, man. You won't get the volume from it. You can't expect to spend I've seen an account spend $700K a month, but you can't expect it to spend like a consistent if you're going after really niche keywords, etc. But you'll get the cause for a lot cheaper, and they'll convert just as well. I consider them like just added. It's an added bonus. Maybe you get like 7 to 50 conversions per month from it, when your other stuff does like hundreds. Whatever, you know. Bing is for the older generation, and a lot of people, it's like for the less tech, you just get a different type of person there. And like there's certain products that sell, and I make the landing page kind of based on what type of people they are. And Bing just works. I'd try it out, and it's going to get a lot bigger now that they have ChatGPT. But I think a lot of people sleep on Bing because it can, just even if you have an account that's doing really well, just duplicate the campaigns on Bing. You could literally one-click import them, every single campaign you're running, and then you basically just try it there. And you know, it helps you bring your average cost down, because Bing will be like a tenth of the cost, and you may not get many conversions from it, but if 10% comes from it, it'll pull down your average cost pretty good. Like, it's old faithful like searches. But yeah, I grew up on that Google search. That's like where I started. I never thought Facebook would be a good thing, but here we are. Facebook is the best. I didn't think the algorithms, because you're like, oh man, there's so much intent in search. It's like, how could you ever beat that? And then the algorithm came out and you're like, okay, holy fuck, I guess that's how you could beat it. But I always start with Facebook ads to prove an offer. Facebook is now turning towards it, but they also have Instagram and everything. One thing that no one has really cracked on it, and 2 years ago I talked to, like, I have high-end Facebook reps. 2 years ago I talked to them, and they have more inventories and stories and reels for ads than they have in the feed. Nobody uses the feed anymore. Not much, at least, compared to how many reel slots. So it's like, if you could be the next person to figure out how to crack that short form, which is like YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, TikToks, etc. If you could crack that type of ad, then you win, because that's where all the meta and that's where all the inventory is going. So the only people left in the feed are conspiracy theorists and old people. You know, it's all the crazies. You go through your feed and it's either business people flexing, or, you know, old people, or politically motivated, or it's like, it's gone to shit. But everybody, it's like, for the last 2 years, I guarantee like 80% is on Reels now, if not more. So that's what I've been trying to crack lately. That's like my thing, you know, trying to figure it out. And like with Reels and Shorts, like what I think is the meta and what I see working with people, and like all the people, if you look at the people that grow Twitch right now, or the podcasts that grow, it's like an ascension model. You're going from that like 60-second view to like a 3 to 5 minute view, or like that 60-second view to like a long form content. That seems to be key to it, because you can't just go from short form to like a landing page, etc. You almost want to progress them, and you're using your ad creative as like a funnel itself. So your creative is funneling all the people through it. It's interesting. I know there is AI to create videos. Does Chat GPT do that too? No, it doesn't. It doesn't currently do that. It will. Google has a model right now that can create unbelievable videos. It's just not there yet. Like, it will be there at some point, but we'll have to see for that. You know, it's only a matter of time on that end. But it's just even like, well, Google doesn't even provide access to it. They just teased it. There's no real good video creation. There will be. There's AI services that'll take a picture and turn it into a talking mouth, and you start to see people using stuff like that. It's just not quite there yet on the video side. It will be. It'll eventually be there. We'll get there at some point. But all right, on my side, I gotta wrap it up. It is 10:30 here. I've been streaming for like 3 hours today. I created a whole bloody offer. See, usually in my additional streams, what I do is I'll use like, oops, I said F word against Google. Yeah, no doubt. No, me too. I check mature, but I'm like, fuck, can't swear. But yeah, basically it's like, for my streaming, I'll set up the landing page for the offer, then I use Midjourney to make the images, and then I'll use Chat GPT to make the ad copy, and then do a bunch of stuff around there, and just basically launch a complete offer on here. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, 100%. Looking forward to it. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks, everybody. If you ever have any marketing questions, feel free. Hit me up. That's why I'm here. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, Tyler, definitely send me the offer to review as you go live. I'll check it out. Make sure it's good. Good to talk to all of you, even though it turned into AI rambling and everything else. But you guys have a good night. We will chat soon. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm going to put a stream schedule together, and we'll talk again.